Welcome back to Can Angels Fly? I'm Nancy, and today I'm here to tackle the subject of deja vu. Welcome back to Can Angels Fly? I'm Nancy, and I'm here to tackle the subject of deja vu. And hello, viewers. I invite you today to ride the wave with me as we discuss deja vu. Now, I believe that the experience of having a deja vu is common. So, the question is, what is a deja vu? Why does it happen? And what can be done to stop it? Well, we're going to explore that. If you have viewed my commentaries before, you know where I like to begin, and that's with the meaning. And it was really short, brief definition for deja vu, and that is already seen. That's it. Already seen. It is a memory or a recall of a memory. It seems that you've been in that situation at that given time and space at some point in time before. Now, that's why I started this video with Tina Marie's song, Deja Vu. If you don't know the song, listen to it. It's a beautiful song, and it really helps you to ride the wave and to understand the experience. Anyway, we're going to move forward. And we're going to start with how deja vu can affect you on a, I guess you would call it a sensory level. When you're experiencing a deja vu, it can feel eerie, really feel eerie and uncomfortable, especially when you experience deja vu frequently. Yeah, it is something unusual. Now, deja vus can last from seconds even to the point where you feel like you're walking through life in a continuous deja vu, in a continuous state of remembrance or recollection. Yeah, it can get really uncomfortable. Now, I've also known for deja vus to affect a person during their sleeping hours, where you're able to replay the scene over and over again of some experience. Even more, a deja vu can happen in a series of reoccurring, consecutively flowing scenarios from each sleep pattern, sleep session. You can go to sleep at night, wake up, take a nap during the day, and it picks up and like a series. What is it called? Yeah, like a series, like a show. It just continues on and on and on and on and on. What's that? When it gets to be that extreme, again, it becomes very uncomfortable. And it makes you begin to wonder just why. Deja vu is a very powerful experience. One of the main reasons that deja vu is such a powerful experience is because of the sensations. Now, let's look at a sensation, the definition. A physical feeling or perception resulting from something, or something in this case, is deja vu, that happens to or comes into contact with the body. What comes in contact with the body? This sense of remembrance, or that thing, I've been here before, as Tina Marie says in the song. Anyway, As I mentioned, deja vus can feel a bit eerie and uncomfortable. They can be disruptive of your current flow, whatever you're doing on a daily basis, and it hits you. It disrupts you. The experience is surreal. Some synonyms for surreal is breeze, unreal, but real, unusual, strange, freakish, dreamlike, unearthly. That unearthly one is deep. When having a deja vu, if it continues, if it's frequent, if it's prolonged, you can begin to feel physically ill from the experience. In the fraction of a moment, you are experiencing time travel. Oh yeah, and it is within a second, within a moment, within a matter of fact, a fraction of a second. All of a sudden, you're experiencing time travel. You become like a third party watcher. You're watching yourself, or you become one with the watcher. And who are you watching? You, your life, the scenario, your environment. It's like an out-of-body experience while still having control of your physical body. My question is, for my viewers that have had deja vus or suffer from deja vus, have you ever noticed the scenery, the background, your surroundings? They're still strangely colored, just slightly, and you are separated ever so slightly from your body. Again, you have the ability to have control over your body, but yet, I guess mentally, you're separated from the body. Like I said, it's almost like you're in a third party perspective with that which watches and always sees. You get to ride the wave with it. It's a matrix moment, is what I have written here. So why? Why do deja vus occur? Well, let's see. Every step that you take, every second, every little step is a crossroad. Every second and every moment, what will you do? What have you done in the past? You know, this is the questions that exist as you take each step, each moment, each second. What have you done? Or what will you do? Now, I have here written challenge. Yeah. Because every single step is an individual experience, is an individual crossroad. At the initiating point in time, that step that you take, that initiates the deja vu, that very point in time and space when you begin to experience deja vu, you have an option. Begin. If it's frequent, you can begin to feel physically ill, mental distress, fears and worries mount up. You can do something about it. That deja vu is occurring for a reason. Now, from experience, I know that we humans have the capacity to run that scene or that scenario up just a couple of seconds to see the outcome. And in just those few seconds, we can make a new choice, a new decision, once you're able to see the outcome. Now, let me try to restate that. Upon the initiation or the onset of a deja vu, part of you joins the third party perspective, the watcher, and you're riding the wave with it, viewing yourself in motion, still in control of your body, in your stride. Within a moment, within a fraction of a second, you step over into the experience of deja vu. You have the capacity to run that case scenario up a few seconds to see your next step, the next outcome. So you have the opportunity to change the direction of your life. Now, when you have a deja vu, it can be very difficult to do this. This is a challenge, you know. So you might miss it the first time. You might even miss it the second time. But eventually, if you're conscious, and we'll get to the level of consciousness, you can affect your path. You can change your path. When you're finally successful in redirecting your path, you might find that the new path you're on is also part of the deja vu. I've experienced that. And I remember saying, dang it, I've been here before too. I've been here before too. So you never know when deja vu is going to occur. So when it finally popped up again, I did it again and found out, gosh, dang it, I've been here before. Those couple of seconds, I wasn't able to hold or move forward. How can I say it? Each step can change the path of your life, your destiny. As I took the next step within that deja vu, I decided to make the decision too quickly. It is something, it is like a skill you have to build to get right to that point, right to that place, that decisive place, that life-changing place, that changes the whole, again, direction of your life path. And in doing so, you break the flow of the deja vu or the reoccurrence of the deja vu because you're on a new path. Now, let me give you some examples of when I say when I finally did step at the right moment. What I mean by step to change the destiny of my life path. You have options, and these options are north, south, east, west. There's also northwest, there's northeast, there's southwest, there's southeast. There's up, there's down. It's the choice in your actions if you go to touch this or move this or do that. It's listening and seeing. The change or the tweaking of any of these things changes your life path, your destiny, the direction of your life. It also is something that, it's like that butterfly effect. It's what I'm trying to get you to see. Just the slightest thing. Think of each step as like a chessboard with the little blocks. If you can run ahead and see, this was the case scenario that was in my head when as I was attempting to run ahead, I had to run literally 3 squares ahead to see what the outcome was, the direction of my life, and adjust my steps accordingly to change, again, the pathway of my life. So I knew at step 1, 2, 3 was a part of the old phase. So when it was time for me to hit step 3, that would have took me continuously on the destiny that kept me with the deja vus. It was instead I took 1, 2, rather than going north, I went south at the 3rd square. changed the whole destiny or path of my life. It also has, so far, eliminated the deja vus. Now, and what I have here is what choices, what choices free you? What choices loosen you? What choices uplift you? Each direction, each tweak, each butterfly effect has an effect on your overall being, your overall experience, and your destiny. It frees you up from the same reoccurring idea or vision or knowing or seeing or reliving. It changes all of that. Another technique to help you train yourself, your subconscious, with your conscious mind. You're going to train you. Not only going to train you, your physical body, you can train or should train your subconscious with your consciousness. You have to fuse them all together as one unit. And I say this because we humans, we usually fly on autopilot. That's what we do. We just go, come, move forth and through. We do everything, and it's all on autopilot. We take everything for granted. Everything. And we'll come back to taking things for granted. And by taking things for granted, it keeps this disconnection between our parts, our body, our consciousness, our subconscious, our souls, that kind of thing. So, at this point in time in the video, this is going to be more of a meditation, short, brief, but to kind of guide you into understanding how to become one whole being that functions in this physical world and not take things for granted. From this, you will be able to sit in the seat with the third party perspective, that which is always watching, that which you go to ride the wave with when deja vu happens. You're going to create a connection. You're going to dissolve the disconnection between you and it. So like when deja vu happens, it ain't like just from here to sitting on the side of something you don't know, which is a part of you. You're already going to have a relationship with that third party perspective. So this little exercise here is going to be short, not too short. I figure about 15, 20 minutes. Just want to kind of guide you into it. You can take it a step further at your discretion. But it is a form of meditation, and I call it the external, internal inspection. Know thyself. And I believe that is a selfish type of consciousness. This is my time right here. This is your time right here to get to know thyself. Again, the body, excuse me, the soul, the third party perspective, your subconsciousness, being aware. Okay. You need to understand that you are physical and you are spiritual. You have a consciousness and you have a subconsciousness. And what we're going to do in this meditation is become aware of all the components and attempt to bring them together. Again, that's so that you can relate to that third party that's trying to show you something, that's trying to guide you and lead you so that you can see. But many times when we have deja vus, we're so shocked and maybe become physically ill or worried or fearful. We are not taking advantage of what it's trying to offer us. And it's giving us the opportunity to see into the future. You're time traveling. You're kind of like having an out-of-body experience while still having control of the body. And it's to see maybe just errors you've made before and how you can change your destiny through being one, being conscious of you in all your parts. Well, all right, let's start this meditation. Yeah, okay, I've covered what does it do for you and how does it serve you. Well, that's how it serves you. So let's start this meditation. Let me see. Okay, I want to read the answer I wrote down to what does it do for you, this particular meditation, and how does it serve you, this particular meditation, which is, I called it the external internal inspection. Okay, know thyself meditation. And it says, you move to experience the consciousness of the whole you. The consciousness. You're going to be conscious of everything all at once, simultaneously. Oh, yeah. And this is the real key factor. And the recognition is appreciation. It's not only just to become conscious, it is to recognize and appreciate. Build a relationship. Build a relationship with all parts of you. Now, the first thing I like my viewer to do, if you will, ride the wave with me. You can close your eyes, and I don't know if it's because I done had this going on for a long time in my life, but I can sense the third party, that perspective energy, looking down at me. So I don't have to close my eyes, but when I do, it's kind of magnified. So I would suggest to my viewers, what I'm getting to, because I'm getting lost in it already, is to just close your eyes and relax. And the first thing we're going to do is all we're doing is going to be aware. I want you to be aware that you have a right hemisphere of your body from head to toe, fingertip to fingertip. And you have a left hemisphere from the top of your head to the bottom of your feet, from fingertip to fingertip, or center to fingertip. Be aware of it. I also want you to be aware and how I want you to have this experiences with that third party, not from your perspective, but from the third party perspective. You're riding a wave with it. You're getting to know it. And I want you to go allow your mind's eye to be outward, looking into you, and to do a 3D rotation around you. It shouldn't be very hard, because you look at yourself in the mirror most days, I'm sure. Whether it's to brush your teeth, comb your hair, or something. You know how you look. Close your eyes and see you. I'm sure some of the ladies especially put earrings on. You know how your ears look. So as you rotate, do the 3D rotation around yourself. See you. I know at some point in time, you went to buy an outfit and you went in the dressing room. And they have multiple mirrors in the dressing room that gives you the perspective of your backside. You know how you look. Again, you're doing a 3D rotation and you're seeing you. Every wrinkle, every fat roll, every muscle, every scar, everything. It's you. And the next thing I'd like you to see Or, yeah, I like you to see, yes, because you're using your mind's eye. Remember, you're having the perspective with a third party perspective, that it factor that's outside of you, that looks at you, that watches over you, the one that comes and engage you during the time of deja vu. You're getting to know it. And what it's looking at is looking at you. And that's what I want you to get. It's looking at you and you within your surroundings and the choices that you make. Now back to you, viewing you straight on, the 3D rotation around yourself, from your shoulders, everything. Doesn't matter how you view yourself, with the outfit you currently have on, in your birthday suit, a whole nother suit, it doesn't matter. Long as you can kind of see you. You know you. The next thing is to be conscious of your brain. And not only just the brain, but all the folds in the brain. Say, how can I do that, Nancy? Well, that's pretty simple. You've seen images of the brain in the movies, in books, on TV. I think the human brain is basically the same. So just close your eyes and see your brain. Get to know your brain. Knowing that it's similar to some image that you've seen. That's your brain with all its folds and whatever power it has. This is your brain. And what you're doing is giving recognition to it. You're acknowledging that it is there and that you are aware of it and you appreciate it for doing what it does. Yeah. So, like as you view your body in the 3D rotation, be appreciative of what your body is capable of doing, the functions. The next thing is kind of, go down. We're just doing the whole body. The eyes and the eye sockets, again, that's something you may have seen on TV, in science books, in classes. You kind of know how the eyeballs are and the muscles that connected inside of the skull. The skull itself is something to recognize and be aware of and to appreciate its existence and its function. This is what you're experiencing, is that third party perspective. You are now sitting with the it that comes and lifts you up to guide you through the deja vu so that you can make changes. The next thing is to breathe. Yeah. To breathe in through your nostrils and out through your mouth. To hear yourself breathing. To be aware of it and to appreciate it for its function. Without it, you wouldn't be in this world. To feel your nostrils flare. Yeah. Third party perspective. This is you interacting in this world. So, after you've taken a few deep breaths and you felt the air fill your lungs, you feel the lungs. The whole point is to know that they're real. They're there. They're servicing you. They're working for you to keep you moving in this world so you can make those decisions. Not only do I want you to pay attention to your lungs, but then move down to your heart and just take a moment. You can. You know how they put your fingers on your pulse. Feel the blood pumping, pulsating through your wrist. Your heart is beating. Awareness and appreciation for its existence, and its function. Now, I believe that as you visit every part of your body and every cell, you can talk to them. Sometimes you don't feel good. You may have sickness in your body. Go visit your body through that third party perspective and engage it and acknowledge it and talk to it. Be aware of it. And, ask it to heal. Ask it to function right. Find out what's going on. Identify what's going on in you. Know thyself. You can go as far as taking this meditation and thinking on how you think. Thinking on how you communicate. Playing scenarios in your mind from different perspectives, from your perspective, from your spouse's perspective, from your children's perspective. This is merely just a meditation. It's not meant for you to do it all day, every day. But to take, like I said, it's a selfish, conscious meditation. You get some time for you in order to get to know you. So, again, we're still going back and we're still dealing with deja vu. So when a third party comes to pick you up and help you walk through this time wormhole to be able to see, because remember, the scenery during a deja vu is kind of still and the color is slightly off, those kind of things. And you can sense that you are walking through something that you've already seen, already heard, already experienced. You already know why. There's a change to be made. It's something to be noticed. And you, in order to be able to prolong that time in communion with that third party and to be in its perspective, you have to know you. You have to take all of you with it, because what ends up happening, I believe, when you finally snap out of the deja vu, that you still grounded here, but part of you is up here riding that wave. And so when it goes up, you need to be able to go with it. You still have control of your body, but you understand that you got to take all of you with it. Otherwise, part of you, the part that's left grounded, just pulls you back out of it. And you keep riding that same wave. You keep walking the same path. You don't have the opportunity to make the change. Now, for those that have deja vus that last for days and weeks and months and years, so long that it seems like it's part of their life, it's just life now. Again, it's because all the different components of you are separated. It's this disconnect. You got to pull everything in and let them know each other. Let them be one. Again, I said in a video before that it wasn't meant for your body to lose your spirit or your spirit your body. I think that was in a death video. This is what I'm talking about. It's all one unit in this physical realm. It's all one unit. It was all meant to function together and work together. And so you have to introduce and to socialize these things together. This is you. Your selfish, conscious experience. This is just for you, not for anyone else. Not to be done every day for it to interfere with your life. However, you should take some time out to make sure that all the parts of you know each other and that they are appreciated, that you're aware of them, that you appreciate them, that you know that if it weren't for them existing and it wasn't for their function, that you wouldn't be here. If you're not here, you don't have the opportunity to make changes. This is deja vu. I want to go a little further. I was talking about the heart. There are other internal organs. It's like the spleen, and men have prostates, women have ovaries. You visit all these parts of your body. You visit your blood. You travel the veins with your blood, and you acknowledge it and you appreciate it, its existence and its function. From the kidneys to the liver, You name it. You talk to your flesh. You talk to your skin. You talk to the pores. You talk to the bones. You talk to your toenails. I mean, your knees, anything. As you do this, as you cover your whole body from your shoulders to your collarbones, to your chest or your breast, to your stomach, to your waist, to your hips, to your buttocks, to your lower back, to your upper back, oh, the torso, your armpits, don't forget your armpits, between your fingers, everything, the webs of your fingers, all are significant. As you get to know each other, as you allow your body parts and your spirit and everything that is you to know each other and to become one, you then have something that might occur. So I like to let you know this, that if you have any artificial parts in your body, like artificial knees and teeth and eyeball, anything, whatever you got that's artificial, you will know in this meditation that that is not spirit part. It's not carrying the spirit that can connect or commune with you and the rest of who you are. So this is a point I want to add this. I know the video is getting a little long. That this is also a way to build your self-esteem. People that know me look at me like, you kind of, I guess, arrogant. You got too much self-esteem. You're fat, you're black, you're ugly, whatever they got to say. But it means nothing to me because I visited me. I stay in communion with me. Everything from the hearing, everything, every hair, even though I got weave in, it's still, like I said, you get to understand that this has no spirit and that it's not connected with you. But my hair, yeah, I can feel it. I got fake nails on, but I know that they are fake, and I can feel, literally feel my real fingernails. I'm trying to get you to understand how it makes you sensitive to yourself. It makes you appreciate yourself from microbiologic level. Every cell. You appreciate every part of you for functioning and doing what it does. That builds your self-esteem. Taking the time out to learn you, to love you, to appreciate you, to understand you're only here for a moment in time, to understand that it's something built inside of you that is in your aura, that is here to help guide you and to get you to a higher state of existence, of being, of ascending. It is with you. You have the ability to activate it. All you have to do is take the time. We are caught in a place and time in this metrics, in this physical world, where we don't give time to ourselves. Yeah, we might go get our hair done, or go get our fingernails done, get our shaving on, go lift weights. However, there's more than just that to us. It's a whole lot of parts to us. And what I'm saying to you over and over again is acknowledge them, talk with them, appreciate them for their existence and their function. Because without them, you aren't able to be here. And without being here, you can't make changes. You can't even experience life. So, again, if you want to get control of deja vus, try that meditation. And don't stop. I mean, I don't know how long it will take you to go through your whole body, internally and externally. Everything from your breathing, from seeing, from hearing, from tasting, from touching, smelling, the touch of your skin, the sensations. All these things are spirit, and you have been assigned them. Why don't you pay them attention? You take them for granted. You fly on autopilot. But if you really want to make some changes in your life, get to know you from that third party perspective, because you getting to know you, you also getting to know third party perspective that can help guide you out of those deja vus, out of those loops, out of those traps, into a new destiny that helps you ascend to become your greater self. And nothing else, guess what? To learn you, to ride that wave with third party perspective will build your self-esteem. Thank you for coming to Can Angels Fly. Until next time. And riding the wave with me. In the famous words of Tina Marie, I feel like I've been here before. Bye.